Well, it's Monday morning. B.O.S.S unit pre-orders end today. If you have not picked one up yet, this is your last chance to grab one with this run. That being said, we have to talk about the shot detection module. This will streamline the installation process. So a lot of the questions have been, how's the installation? And we've been trying to tell people it's not that bad, but it is also a little complicated. But we are going to be making full installation videos with Anthony from Antec over the next 6 weeks. So by the time these units get here, we will hopefully have a guide for every type of AEG, and we are working on something for GBLS's, PTWs, and yes, gas guns, but it is a fire hazard. So for disclaimer reasons, CO2 mags and HPA mags. Okay? Okay. What is the shot detection module? So I'm going to throw some pictures up on screen and some of the videos we took last night while Anthony and I were assembling this. The shot detection module is essentially a small microchip that was made by Mark from RDX. This allows us to put a Dean's connector on each end of the chip and plug this wiring into your gun and then plug the battery into this. It's very much like an inline MOSFET from the early 2010 era of Airsoft, like the avocado burst MOSFET, if any of you remember that. What this does essentially is detect that your AEG is drawing power to cycle, and it pulls some of that power and sends it to the B.O.S.S system to tell it to cycle as well. So now we don't have to open up your gearbox and put this wiring inside. We don't have to find where it needs to be plugged in. This just gets plugged in between the battery and the gun. Now, the shot detection modules are going to be available. And just for demo purposes, we've got a bunch of guns here, and I'm going to show you that it works on all of them. First up, one of our rental guns. Well, that's pretty dope. An Arcturus PP19 with the clicky style trigger that Arcturus uses on all of its base model guns. This is not the upgraded one with the Perun in it. My Cyma AK that has a normal pair of trigger contacts in it. A brand new Specna Arms Edge 2.0 with a gate Aster installed. Now, what I think everyone is curious about, a Tokyo Marui Recoil Shock Scar H with a gate in it. Oh, that's right, my Scar is semi-locked. Yeah, so even on an NGRS, it'll work. Okay, so what did we learn? The shot detection module is going to solve a lot of problems. There's no need to go internal on the gearbox. Now you can have this on your gun, and if you wanted to, as long as you're willing to do the work to sneak the wiring out, you could move this from gun to gun with no issue. This is an awesome product that for the people who are still on the fence about buying an XM203 because they're not sure how complicated the wiring is going to be or how much time it's going to take or if they're going to be able to do it themselves or if they're going to have to go to Anthony, this is very easy. This took us about 25 minutes last night to make the chip actually work properly, and then it was just wiring it up. So we kept this one super short just for demo purposes, literally so I could film this video. But in the future, the RDX wiring is already pretty long to start, so you have plenty of room to, say, stash this in your buffer tube, and then from there run the RDX cable along the outside of your gearbox and up and out the front of the receiver. This is game-changing. Pre-orders end tonight. If you haven't gotten one and you've been on the fence about it, I highly encourage you to grab one. Now's the time. This is an awesome product. We don't know exactly when the next run of these is going to be, so if you want one, you have to get it now.